Alright, I know this is late. I know you're gonna see this late. I know it's gonna get marked down. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm gonna just go off the rip. It's very unprofessional for me to do this late, and especially being 30 minutes late or an hour late. It's totally not acceptable. But this is what I'm doing instead of the written portion because I do not have good grammar. But well, the picture? Well, I tell you what color it is and everything, but so something I'm noticing is that obviously he got a plastic bag on his head and he has a snorkel, and then you see that his head is underneath the water with him just having water fall down him. And I think the subject is obviously the head. I feel like that's really what's kept in focus more than his actual body. And symbols, I won't lie, like one of the ones I saw at first is where you feel like you're kind of drowning, and what is it? It's like where you're drowning in your like environment, or you're like drowning in these thoughts, even though realistically they're not really happening, since he only has the water on his head and not like, and they're not actually like covering his body. You know what I mean? Like his whole body isn't submerged, but only his head, because it could be that just his mind is messing with him. And I think the image was made well, besides it kind of make me look at it and obviously see that it is a little silly, but that's just my personal belief. But I also think another reason the image is made is possibly for mental health, as what I said earlier, as the reason I think the photo was taken was to show that maybe it's not all just that that sometimes it is just you being inside your own head instead of it being what's happening around us. And I think that is kind of what I don't know, because I'm trying to transfer that into what he said, and I'm gonna skip that question for right now. I think how it was made is that what they did is obviously, since he has a snorkel on, I don't think he has a full bag on his head, like a whole. My apologies. I don't think he has a full encased head just closed off. What I think is that maybe it was like a little. What they could have done is that maybe they had like a bag around here, like taped it, because you can see that the bag is still leaking and everything. And what they might have done is just had it like above his head like this, and they just wrapped tape around it, had the bag up, and it's obviously not sealed because otherwise it'd be going more cone shape. So I think they just had it out like this. The snorkel would obviously bring in better air, but they would fill it up with water just for the photo. And I think they made him take off his shirt just for the fact he probably didn't want to get his clothes wet. But sorry for the cut. I didn't know his technique, so I looked it up online, and I'm seeing that he uses natural lighting. He likes using vibrant colors. He uses props. We could tell with the snorkel in the bag. And alright, so this is what I think. This is how I think the technique you use makes a difference in the image, because I feel like it really just makes it stand out a lot more than most images. Like, as you can see with the images I usually take photos of like cars. I don't have a really specific set technique. I really just kind of just free shoot, or not free shoot, but follow a pattern of what I like doing. And I think with him, it really makes it stand out just for the fact that the vibrant colors, I feel like, makes the person pop out more. Not only do the props give us an idea of what he's meaning to tell us with the image, but it also gives us a stronger idea of who he is personally, just for the fact that we all have our own different types of styling. And then I feel like it makes me feel, I don't know, it makes me feel a little happy. I'm sorry, I'm a little immature, so I at first I just thought the photo was pretty silly, but it makes me feel like, I don't know. I feel a bit independent, you know, seeing this photo and everything. I feel like it really does have that mental health. What's the word I'm looking for? Increase with it, or not increase. Mental health awareness with it, showing us that sometimes it really is just all in our head, and that we just need to take a step outside of our current comfort zone. And then let me go back over to the question I skipped, which is going to be, what do you think the artist meant to say? I think he meant to say is that sometimes you need to get out of your own head. It's just not helpful. And how do I come to that conclusion? Well, you could tell, I feel like I said this a million times, but I feel like you could tell with the water bag, the water, the snorkel, and that I feel like in this he's trying to say you're trying to get out of their own head, but they're going about it the wrong way, if that makes any sense. All right, I had to do some research about symbols. My fault, but I think the blue expresses sadness or some type of depression, and I believe the snorkel is trying to go about it the wrong way, doing it at the wrong, not the wrong, just trying to get out of that mental awareness in the wrong way. I think the plastic bag and then the water inside of it is just I believe the plastic bag could be his head, and then the water is his own thoughts, and that he is drowning in his own thoughts. And instead of just taking off the bag, he put on a snorkel to stay in them longer, which is why I came also to the conclusion of, I already said it earlier. But I do like the photo, I won't lie. And after I kind of dug a little deeper into myself, I really did think that I really do stand with what I said, and I do believe it. Thank you for the photo.